Hello everyone, welcome back to Mr. Easton Plays. I am, I thought of one, thought of one adjective to say, but related to Geo and Rocks, and I'm not gonna say it because reasons. I still have standards here on this channel. I'll say I am your stone cold host, Mr. Eastland, and we're back with Genshin Impact. Welcome. It is Navia time indeed. Sorry for your loss, Fuzzy. The Dia luck is not great. What's that for you now? Is that C0 or C1 for Dia? Get C2, you can actually build her into something like halfway decent. C0, hey, you got a new one though. You got a new one. You could have gotten like C3 Chi-Chi, and that would be bad. Oh, but Tainari. That's true. That's true. You do use Tainari. Okay, what to do? Let's start with some wishes. So we're going to be checking out Navia. I don't know if I'm going to do a story quest today or not. I might do the Farina story quest since we're here and rocking and rolling. I might do the Abyss, but that might be a little more boring. I kind of want to do some of these story quests on stream while I still have them, you know. But oh, can I like claim? I can. Okay. Chichicons, actually, you use her now with Farina. Oh,
water
cool.
comes in many flavors to the discerning palate.
Yeah, we don't need to hear the water lecture. First, as always, we're gonna start with some wishes. We got 3. We got 1 to start, and we got the 2 for. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do. I'll do a couple. I'll do like to 4-star maybe. What, I don't even know my history for this, to be honest. Oh, I just got a 4-star. Never mind. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll do a couple. No. No. Do one more. No. Okay. And then we'll do some of these. But first, I have to get my pity counter up because it is one of those streams. We got Farina last time. We were at pity 0. So let me put my... Should have set this up before. Let me get my stream deck up here. I need to change this to pity. And okay. I should have done a should have got a primo icon. Where is my counter? Here we go. Hold up. Oh, I gotta press like this button. There we go. It's not pity 228, unfortunately. So let's reset that. We'll leave it at 1 for now. Okay. Move this over here. I could probably grab a PNG real quick. Let me see. This is a... What are these called? Something wish... Intertwined Fate. There we go. Intertwined Fate. Images... There we go. Easy. You gotta love the wiki. Oh, I wonder if a WebP image I can upload here. Let me see. Let's add a image. Oh, they don't accept WebP. Ah, okay. Gotta convert it. Downloads, Intertwined Fate. Okay, let's get the PNG version. Oh, wait, hold up. That's not what I wanted. I wanted a new source. Downloads. Boom. Hey, there we go. Throw that right here. Maybe I can change that to a skull once I get like above 70. Because I would be dead. I forgot to set up my monitor. Okay. Perfect. Let's do our first Navia wishes. Now, I'm going to start this right off the bat with some good vibes. And to do that, who should we have on our team? Which one do I want to overwrite is the question. Probably this one. So let's do Farina.
I have high hopes.
Probably Nuvalette, I would think. Right? Where did he go? There he is.
The pleasure is all mine.
I would guess Lynette.
Time for afternoon tea.
And what, Traveler? On the Navia squad? Where's my Traveler? Oh, I did bring him to
Just
90.
what will we come across this time?
Deploy. Okay, here we go. Starting off, again, I typically do 10 at a time, but I do them each one. I think it's more fun that way. It's too quick if I do it, like, which times 10? This is pity number 1. No. We're also hoping for some Candace constellations. That would be pretty dope. No. Nope. Four-star? It is Rosaria. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We've got a long way to go. Nope. Nope. Alright. Well, those are kind of my free fates. Besides one. And actually, let me just go ahead and purchase 9 more. Okay. Pity 10. We'll keep it there for now. Let's do the test runs. Between each little activity, I'll do some pulls. But first, let's do the test runs. We'll save Navia for last. We'll start with Candace. I need to get good with Candace and like doing rotations and stuff.
Out of the frying pan. Stand clear.
Let's do this.
Dream warp out. Eat this.
Grant us your blessing.
I don't know why there's Bennett's in her thing.
Too easy.
It seems like it's like a raising attack is not the best idea.
Hear my prayer. You're exposed.
You're toast.
See if I can get some more vapes.
Everybody stand back. Animo test 6308.
Come on. Come on.
Pin them down.
Yeah, let's go.
Shall prevail.
Eat this.
Me here coping by doing TCG. Sucks. That's not fun. Let me see. Okay, next one. Rosaria. What do you got? So what's? I guess it's just this is just like kind of a melt team.
A touch of frost.
Teamwork is
Go.
trick. Yeah. Shiver.
Submit for judgment.
Ha! Judgment.
Good old physical Rosaria.
I'm going in.
From whence you came.
Lights out. You can't run.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
One with my foot.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Eat this.
Bennett and Zhongling literally in every single one. I bet they're going to be in like Sucrose's also. Oh, no. We got Electro and Hydro for Sucrose. All right. Okay. No one's going to hit me.
Stand clear. I summon thee. Power that ended height. Let me weave you a birth. Enhanced animal
Let's
model
go and
75.
swirl it all up.
No, my sword.
Get this out. Okay.
Eyes on me.
Witness the power of Goop. Swirl, Mark 2, absorption test.
There we go. It's weird having these trial characters be non-DPS because it's like I want to use the character, I don't just want to quick swap off of him. But then the rotation's weird. I forgot she has an alternate dash. Okay.
Let the show
Kind of a
Yeah.
different type of freeze team here.
Stand clear. Absorption test. My apologies.
We'll hit
Enhanced
this.
animal module 70.
You can't run.
Sakura swirl. Judgment. Shiver. La, 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 la.
Okay. There we go.
Protect us. Animal test 6308. Whirling snow. Animal hypostasis emulation. Stand clear. Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Does so much damage.
Lights out.
Just a classic Unga Bunga burst. Just put it in the middle. Oh, goodness gracious, that was loud. Okay, hold up. Getting a call, but I can't answer it.
Absorption test.
You can't run.
Let's dance. Shiver.
This.
Sakura swirl.
There we go. All right, 2 more. Oh no, one more. I like how it says in progress, even though like I haven't started it. Okay. Ningguang, Zhongling, Bennett. Yeah. That's pretty classic. Wonder why Ningguang? I guess it's because it's a Geo 4-star and there's like none of those. But I'm surprised it's not like Goro or Yunjin for that. Okay.
Get them.
It's nothing.
Feeling lucky? This one's got your name on it.
This.
That's your toast. Submit.
Yo!
I'm going in.
That's
Don't
crazy.
waste my time.
Bye. This one's got your name on it.
Jesus, that's a delete button. Holy crap. that Ruin Guardian just spawned, and I was like, no, you don't. Adios. I love shotguns in shooter games too. Just get up close and blotch them right in the face. I know, shotgun. You're reading my mind. That shotgun gameplay is so good. All right, all right. Let's do another 10. Nope. This should be a 5 or 4 star. Oh no, next one. Okay. Yep, it's gonna be one of those days, huh? All Rosaria? Cool, 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 cool. No, alright, cool. I swear, if I get no Candace cons in this banner, I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be just a smidge upset. Okay, well that's 20. Got C5 Rosaria. Or sorry, C3 Rosaria. I really want to use Candace, but not having... I think I have like C2 or something for Candace right now. It might even be C1. Yeah, it's C1. Ugh. Like, obviously C6 is absolutely insane. But... the whole type of CD. Getting at least... I mean, I need C2 for sure. I need C2. If I can get the C4, that's pretty good. There's no way I'm getting to C6 without some just truly outrageous luck. But come on, I need this one at least. The HP increase. Is it just for her? Or is it for... Hold on. Oh, it's Candace's is increased by 20. Okay, so, you know, I guess that could be better. It's good for DPS. But it's this one is the best. Because this is like the off-field support one. You can't see it behind my face, but if you look up Candace C4, or sorry, C6. But any con is just a little bit closer. All right, next, let's do... I did all my dailies and stuff, so that's not anything that needs to happen. You know what? We'll do the story quest. Let's go ahead and start that. To yesterday.
Commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
The more lucrative, the better.
Worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
It's kind of true.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see. Actually,
Sure.
We do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Well,
Don't
lay it
worry
on us.
about that. We were just kidding. So what's
We
the
just want to
situation?
help. We're bored.
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress
Oh.
for their musical.
Okay.
The original cast
How is this
member
not
ran into some
lucrative?
issues and is currently unable to perform the role. But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties. So unfortunately, they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
Oh, so they're looking for a scab.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically, they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses,
Oh,
none
this
of them
is
are
not a
willing to
red
take the
flag
job.
at all.
There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And
Oh
delays
no,
tend to
the
create
show must go
uncertainty.
on.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
Very true. I could do it, except I never talk. I have like 5 voice lines in this game.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right, maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution.
Maybe a
It's that guy, huh? No wonder, he
shunned
looks like he just
actress
ate
of
a
the
sour
court.
lemon.
Yeah, we'll go talk to her.
Paimon approved. Hello there. Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Paimon can be the actress.
I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a
Yeah,
solution.
pay us to brainstorm with you. We'll
I
be your
see.
focus group.
It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show.
Can you cover the budget
would
for a
be
new
such a
actress
shame.
with ticket fees? Yeah?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
Ah, they're making skits for YouTube. That's what they're doing.
All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Well,
Oh,
yeah, it sounds
I
like
guess
it's
the lady
just
at the
a
Adventurers
casual
Guild
thing.
Didn't tell you? Yeah. This is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and
Yeah,
effort
who's the
we've
actress
invested into
that
it.
can't make it?
Yeah. The leading lady, in fact.
Oh.
She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood. And unfortunately, it flared up again recently.
It wouldn't happen to
It
be
really
Elazar,
drains all
would it?
her energy. The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. What if we sponsored the show?
This is like the opposite of getting paid for a commission.
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Yeah, how do we find someone who's a good fit for the role?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
You know who? Oh,
That's
is this
how
a
you know
secret
we're
now?
best partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now.
She's
She's really
got her whole life
performing,
ahead of
and
her.
She was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical.
Yeah, it's Farina's Quest.
Cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
It's Farina.
Her. You're... That was a joke, right?
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage.
Oh,
before,
I'm
but
sure she's had
Paimon
plenty of
confident
time
she'd
to
be
perform
really
on
good
stage.
at it.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Farina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe
Are you
like
prepared
ours.
to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean...
Yeah,
if she was
doesn't
actually
hurt to
willing
ask, Lovick.
Then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Farina star in our show. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested.
No point in stressing about that.
We'll only know if we ask her. They're like, oh, yeah, you can ask her.
Now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
I mean, we'll see how she feels about that.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news.
Wait, where does Farina actually live nowadays? She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
As it happens, I have her
Oh.
current address here.
Thanks, Catherine, for
provide it to you.
giving us her address.
When did you get here?
She's in the
I
booth,
came
literally
over
like
when
2
things
feet
were
over.
starting to sound more promising. It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Farina.
The little Oceanid. Ask about Farina's disposition? I thought we were just going to find her. How far away is it? Oh, it's up here. Wait. Oh, that's just the way to get down. Okay. Whee!
Did Catherine really give us the right
Oh,
address?
she lives in town.
She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Mar-
You know,
Everything's
it's
a step
common
down.
courtesy
Oh.
to make sure the homeowner isn't an earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Oh, she sounds so sad. You can just hear the exhaustion in her voice.
Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more
Getting
bags.
macaroni. She's eating just pasta. She's eating Kraft. She's got a bag of Kraft boxes.
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
You don't get sick of macaroni every day. Is that truly what she's eating? She's eating macaroni every day?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week.
I mean, if you're
macaroni
enjoying it.
bolognese the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
Is it because you do all your own cooking now?
How rude. Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity. It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre faucilor or blubber profiteroles in no time.
Oh,
if
is that
I felt
right?
So inclined.
Okay, okay. I mean, who knows what she picked up in the 500 years of experience she's had.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but anyway, what are you?
Honestly,
even
if I
doing
was her,
here?
I would have picked up all
I do
sorts
hope
of
you
crap.
didn't come here
If I
just
knew
to
I was gonna
ogle
be
at my
just
fall from grace.
waiting around for something to happen for 500 years. Out of like, you know what? I'm gonna take piano lessons. Especially if I had enough power and influence as Farina, just be like, get the best tutors in town.
Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
I like how Farina's like, yeah, you just come here just to laugh at me? Because we haven't seen her since the end of the Archon quest. We have had no time to debrief. We're just like, hey, what's up? So, about that whole thing with you not being the Archon.
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad! Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
Came here to ask for your help.
Can I help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
You're the only person for the
Oh.
job.
Well, if that's the case, then fine. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
It's about acting.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star.
She still
in all
is, kind of.
Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within
Her
my
performance and
capabilities.
deception scores are probably like plus 15 to her roles.
But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True. but I have made a decision to retire from the stage.
Yeah. Last thing she wants to do is be up in front of people.
Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was.
Does she even remember who she was?
Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of
Okay, she has no intention of
myself all over
reinventing
again.
herself. Okay.
But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Yeah, she's like, I am
can understand.
burnt out. BURNOUT.
But this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
She's like, you don't understand, Paimon. Work is work.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
Good for her. Good
If
for
I
her.
make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
It's very true.
So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point. Okay.
I've never been
She's like,
great
I don't know
at
anyone
maintaining
anymore.
Relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me, since I'm just an ordinary person now. They'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
Yeah, I would assume that too, honestly, if I was Farina. But we know that's not the true.
I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Oh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well,
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
She's standing firm, and it sounds like she's right.
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Farina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh,
Yeah, let's try to come with the plan B. Let's not give up now.
All right, then. We'll see you around, Farina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Go make some yummy macaroni.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Farina's decision. Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
Yeah, you think?
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
Oh?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent?
Uh-oh.
When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs.
Oh, she wasn't even told she was gonna get overstepped.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Yeesh.
Shortly
Lawwick,
after you
come
left,
on, man.
The troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse
Oh, great.
me,
Okay, then go for
but
it.
Can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now?
Sorry. I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation
She's probably gonna be
with Farina
pissed. She's
go?
like, you're gonna get Farina to replace me?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so
Oh,
maybe
have
it's
they?
not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all.
Oh, right. Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Imagine if we had managed to convince Farina to join only to find out that she's no longer needed. Yikes.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so harsh with people?
only joking. Calm down.
Nah, she's fine.
Guess we can
She's just got a lot of feelings.
Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is
let
the
her
last
let her
chance
be
we
her own
have,
woman.
though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole
Damn,
team
way
is
to put
putting
on the
everything they
pressure,
have
my
into
guy.
this final performance.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So, the last thing I want is to be left
Sure,
out.
that's true.
Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your
Good.
permission
There we
first.
go. Now we're hashing this out.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
All right. Wait. Uh-oh.
Sure.
Oh, Farina. Oh, she's listening in.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list. All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't
Farina,
help
you
but
can
overhear
you
your
can drop
conversation
the
just
act.
now.
One and all is not necessary.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned. That's all.
She's still trying to be
When you
dramatic.
came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things.
You sure did. And honestly, you're right.
And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Yeah, why don't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you.
Just to
And
explain
then, to make
everything.
matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Farina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Farina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance.
Just like it's not that easy. You can put on a show whenever you damn well please. There's a lot more logistics
Everyone
involved
seems
for
so
everyone
devoted
else.
to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but
Yep,
some
yep.
things are just beyond our control.
Man, if I keep chipping away at streaming, maybe I'll get big one day. Maybe. Nah. Nah. I'd have to really make some risks to make that happen.
Everything's
But I
been
get the
going
feeling. I get
downhill
the feeling.
Ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us
Perhaps.
going.
Perhaps. What's up, Exotic? How you doing?
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe.
Oh,
And
she
tragically,
was a victim in this serial
was
disappearances
a victim
case.
in the serial disappearances case.
Damn, tying in the Archon quest?
That's actually how I
Nani?
recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Farina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical
Aw,
theater. She
that's
rallied
sweet.
many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us.
Oh,
People loved our performances
The
back then.
the
We
will
seemed
to
be
perform
going
lives
from
on.
Strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, The entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart. It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all
Yeah,
our dreams turn to
I mean
dust.
that's typically the way those things go. If you got the opportunity to end it the right way, then do it.
Oh.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Farina.
She's gonna be the
I know what
director.
you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member, but only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though.
Nah,
Will
she
that
got no
be a
need for that.
problem?
She eats macaroni and cheese, sometimes with tomato sauce. She has no need for such mora.
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epicles is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high.
Very true.
The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of
Very
the parties
true.
involved?
Very true.
What happens to them?
Yeah, the verdict can be emotional catharsis enough, that's true. But sometimes it's not.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe finds
Par
for their late
exemple.
director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues, then. You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
Paimon, come on.
No. This
Let her
is a
set her
completely
boundaries.
different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Sure, I'll do it.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Farina's performances, as of course we all are. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space.
Okay, so we got exotic in here, so let's do a couple wishes. We'll do a couple of the standard. Nope. No. Okay. And now, for another 10, going to the Spina de Versula. Oh wait, hold on. Let me get another 10. Nope. Come on. No early 4 stars either. Okay, 4 star. Oh my god, this is the 3rd Rosaria. No. Love me some dings. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of them. Nope. Just got her C6. I have C4 now, I think. Damn. Well, that's 30. We got another Rosaria. I think I have C6 Sucrose. I think. No, I only have C1 Sucrose? Oh, dang. Okay, so I could use any of these constellations, to be honest. I do want Candace the most, kind of by far. Oh. Never get Sucrose either. Oh, it is a kind of a cute space.
Huh? Lady Farina?
What's Lady Farina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Farina will be supporting our production of the
You have
Little
everyone
Ocean
C6? You have
in the role
Candace
of
C6?
artistic consultant. These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Farina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
Imagine this dude coming back with like 3 of the most popular superstars in their country.
You bet. That was the trial of the century.
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying the Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Yeah, finding an actress is the least of your
Yeah.
problems.
We've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form. Despite the protests of her family, she longed to live just like any
It's
other
like the
human.
Little Mermaid, basically.
And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect, but one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came
Sounds a
crashing
little
down around her.
familiar. Farina's like, trigger, trigger, trigger,
So
trigger.
far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
It's probably all
That's
that
one
was
of
written.
the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script. We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
Is it going to be a tragedy?
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We
It's
have
true.
to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own. And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two
Confirmation?
of our main actors. The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus
Oh.
on writing an ending for the script.
Yikes.
But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't
Yikes.
heard from him. The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since.
Hasn't set foot in the city
He
since.
did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Farina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
Yeah, tell her she's in the building. I'm sure some people might
What
show up.
opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Oh, really? How so?
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really
Ah.
go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing.
Good point. Good point.
But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Rally the troop.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1. Let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and...
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors.
That's true.
Given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson.
Oh, she has to go back there.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
She's acting now again. She's putting on a good face, even though it is going to be painful for her to be there. We've already gone an hour and I've only done 30. Okay. We should probably do some more then. Come on. At least get one early 5-star. Even if I lose the 50-50, if I can get one of them early, that should be enough. Okay, early 4-star is probably Rosaria. No, we got Candace. Yes. That's C2. Yes. We'll take it. We'll take it. Love that. Oh, another 4-star? Okay, okay. Weapon? We got Rust. All right. I do need more cons of Rust, though I will probably never use it. But good to get that one out of the way, so I can get a character in the next one. All right. Get that Candace C2. And can go to the weapons. Oh, I got C3 Rust. Wow. All right. Let me unlock this. There we go. Oh, I can do more than just one weapon material for this. That's nice. Perfect.
If
A
I
lot of
remember
octopi here.
correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
Yeah, man.
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay,
Oh, we can
then.
help. We can help.
Looking forward to your masterpiece.
Yeah, don't put the pressure on him. Christ.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they just seen you in Poisson. I
Hey!
assumed it was a case
It's
of mistaken
Navia.
identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Farina, too.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
A little bit of awkwardness here, huh? Yikes.
So, you're here for Palo? Looks like you could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
All the arrangements?
Oh,
Arrangements
it's
for
okay.
what?
We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
Leave them be.
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the
Oh,
mend, but
awkward.
it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
She is truly powerless now.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
She feels like she has to apologize, and you're the one person she can apologize to.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
She's got to be in her feels for a little bit.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Farina.
Oh, okay. Just an actress playing. Wow. They must be like, wow, that's a great costume.
It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all. Like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Got it, Navia.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
Oh, that's so sad. No went from being popular, the talk of the town, to no friends. I'm sure the theater troupe would be your friend. Yeah, they're like, not buying this whole actress thing.
That Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything.
Nope.
You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
So that's what
And the longer you wait, the more awkward it gets, too.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past.
Farina's VA is still killing it, even in the story quest.
I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
Yeah, some people didn't buy Navia's lie.
I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful.
Yeah, you think? I would think so too. Even if they think she's not the Farina, the true Farina, they're gonna be like, what the hell are you doing?
I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes.
Well, here you are again.
I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Yeah, it's not like you.
What do you mean by that? You expected me to just keep running and hiding from my responsibility forever?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Not staying quiet either.
Time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Continue accompanying Farina as she unwinds. I don't think this is much unwinding, really. This is very much tightening the winding.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy
think of it as a moving therapy session.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant.
She spent 500 years trying to find a way out of it, and yet it happened anyway.
They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm.
But there was none to be had.
And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
She had to do what she had to do in order to save the whole.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately,
Which
we
did
were
technically
able
happen.
to avoid the worst case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves.
And you doing your part. Like, none of that would have happened had she not held that secret until that moment. That was kind of the whole point of the plan.
Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Well, that's just blatantly not true, considering what we just went through in this quest.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Yeah, everyone else thinks of your freedom as your reward.
Reward?
Because you can now finally speak your heart. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore.
I guess so. And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining
The one thing she couldn't practice in all those years was having a friend. Trusting someone else.
So
Damn.
that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
And, you know, to Farina's credit, even though she's had zero practice at quote-unquote maintaining relationships, she's probably one of the more well-adjusted communicators out of any of the casts so far. Like, the way she explains her position and sets boundaries for herself and navigates those conversations, like this comment, she's like expressing her desire when she's feeling uncomfortable and being very mature about it. It's interesting that she's a natural at that. She doesn't like to see you so down. Yeah.
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, let's head back and check it out.
This should be required watching for after the Archon quest. Like, this shouldn't be an optional mission. You should have to go through this.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down
Yeesh.
copious quantities of fish and chips.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no.
Oh, they care for each other.
Arguing again.
They're just pushing themselves to be better people.
Put your differences aside for a moment.
Differences, more
You're
like
back.
they're just
We've been enjoying
being
Spina di Rosula's
siblings.
VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was
Oh.
originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well,
Yeesh.
the costume at least.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
How does she know?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Oh, dang. Again, trigger.
That sounds kind of familiar.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
Oh, you think that's what she
You
was saying?
mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
That is some shade of fucked up right there.
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time. It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. She took me under
Damn.
her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
Truly, she does.
She really was. She
Yeah.
gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a
Child of a murderer?
My
What?
parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always
Big
picking
yikes.
fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
All right, what's your story, Paula?
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Farina.
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Paulo.
I'll try to calm
You
down.
have to be so mean when we came to
Where
your
was I?
door.
Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script.
It's gonna suck.
I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, Disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly
Uh-oh.
disappearing. The soil is becoming arid. Plants and flowers
Instead of
are
the water
withering,
rising, the water
and
is
the people begin
disappearing.
To panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter to get. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis.
Because she's the only one who can detect its consciousness.
Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret. The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover.
Yeah.
And the rest of humanity.
That's pretty typical.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Because her lover's
well,
one of them.
She mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love. One that extended to all of humanity.
Indeed.
Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
I don't know if you need to do that.
What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible
I agree with Farina
to
here.
present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death. Both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim.
So they
in the
never really
serial
found out.
disappearances
The director was the kindest soul in the world. Yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
Interesting theory.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the
Yeah,
villain?
literally, like the Villemont is playing villain, like a villain man. The
Yeah.
Villemont.
He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me.
Oh, really?
Because,
How so?
well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with Aureli.
Wow. Okay. Does everyone else know?
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest.
Dang,
about
he
how
just
we feel.
drops that bomb from nowhere. Like, yeah, I was in love with the director.
I did
Madly
tell
in
her
love.
how I felt once,
Oh.
but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her,
Yikes.
and she never considered us
Yikes.
as potential romantic partners.
It's one thing to get friend zoned. It's another thing to get family zoned.
Not
Brutal.
that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troop no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life.
I don't know if that would be you.
And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by O'Reilly. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Vilmont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilma.
Indeed.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
She does?
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y.
Okay. Here we go. 10 more. Going to pity 50. Let's do it. Now that we've... Oh, another 4-star. Okay, okay, okay. Character. It's Sucrose. Alright. Now that we've straightened things out with Navia, maybe Navia was a little nervous to approach Farina, but now everything's straightened out. We're good. Maybe she'll come home. We've hung out in Poisson. Come on, Geo lady. Geo Taylor Swift. We need you to come back. Another Rosaria, cool. No. Man, I've had getting such bad luck with these paws. Nope. Damn. All right. There's Rosaria and Sucrose. We got C5 Rosaria and C2 Sucrose. Oh, and I got the 50 wish mark. Okay, where are we going? Up to the mountains. Oh, I can zoom.
This is tough going.
Uh-oh.
As if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
We don't?
Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
She's not the Hydro
We're
Archon
just
anymore.
Curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Farina in a fight
There's a
before.
reason for that, Dolphy.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into Indemnitium. Miss Farina said so herself.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
Hey, lay off, all right? My bluff is hanging from a thread here. I'm sorry. I got carried away.
Yeah, I'll
Aw.
help you out.
Too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Farina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Yeah, piece of cake. No, I was trying to switch. How am I gonna... I have all Hydro characters. God dang it. Alright.
Shower me with praise. Cue the spot.
not doing any damage.
Bow your
Cool.
head.
And I have no healer. Alright, I'm just gonna have to run. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone! How far do I have to go? Okay, there we go. Alright, let's do... I'll switch.
Wait for my
Yeah.
signal.
Okay.
Strike a pose. Dip.
Settle down.
The doctor will see you now.
Oh, there's more. Okay, okay.
Looking for. I'll settle this.
A bitter pill to swallow. Not like remember, health comes first.
Our bond is strong. Shower me with
There we go.
Bravo! Good show. You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
How'd they know where he
Vilma,
was?
Are you there?
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Farina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone?
I mean, it's not going to please everyone.
I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show.
Wait
If I open
until
this
after the
can of
show?
worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us.
Oh no.
We're supposed
Vilmont,
to be a unit
what
when we were
happened?
on stage.
You can't now. There's no going back now. You can't just say that and then like not say anything
Vilmont,
else.
avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
No. Well, you have to now.
Listen, Vimo. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The little
How is
Oceanid
that
cannot be
sacrificing
complete
anything?
unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship.
All
In
right.
return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It
Easy
seemed
enough.
like a win-win. So I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Oh, brutal. Like drugs.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
Remember that induces a state of euphoria, but also causes significant harm to the body. Yeah.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was
Dory
completely
birthday
shocked as
mail
well.
jump scare.
But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages.
Oh, it's not
And that
midnight.
was
Yeah, yeah.
astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
And then
And then,
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and And suddenly, the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
Wow. Okay, I'm being a little bit brutal. You brought the director to the attention of the synth dealers. Your mistake gave them a motive to kidnap and murder her. Damn.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
No one's happy, Vilma.
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean? You were afraid. This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
He ain't gonna be calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve.
Damn.
End my life.
Yeah.
So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost. I don't ever want to see your face again.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you!
Yeah, Farina, you tell him.
Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe?
Indeed, yeah.
You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her.
Indeed.
And that's what you should be celebrating.
That's true. That's the focus of that should be the focus of the story.
I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already?
It's true.
After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now.
It's true. Yeah. If they can't make amends, then why do it at all?
But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
She's gonna be like, you sound a lot like Lady Farina right now.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
You know where she got it from? She got it from Farina.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on Aurelie herself.
Indeed, indeed.
She's the true star of the show.
It actually might be possible to find out more about her fate. And
What
true.
do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that Aurelie left behind,
Maybe we found the rest of the story.
we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on Aurelie's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your
Oh,
capable
great. More
hands.
pressure. All right.
Come.
We'll do it.
Let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
Farina's really confident we're going to find something. I'm a little less confident, to be honest. All right. Another round. Here we go. Nope. Four-star is... Ooh, Fremine. Okay, that's different. That's different. I know. Navia, where did you go? Take a break off of work, come home. This is why I don't save them all to the end. Because I know it's gonna do this. Oh, I thought that was gold for like half a second. Another sucrose. Alright. More characters. I'll take more characters, just not the character I want. Not the character I want. C1 Fremi. C3 Suk. Hi, we need to go to your evidence locker.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still,
True.
Since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay,
That's
hold
nice.
on.
The whole
I'll
finders
have someone
keepers
dig
law.
them out.
So, this is all Aurelie left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person, and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take
Oh.
a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's
Oh.
actions. She even mentions the truth behind the
Wow,
experiment.
so she
and
really
dissolving
was a
the
part of
memory.
the serial disappearances case.
If we'd
Alright.
had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vachey's guilt.
Yeah, that probably would have been good, actually, if there was that type of evidence. That would have been real helpful.
She took so many lives.
I guess Aurelie must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She
Oh.
probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Someone else was taken. That makes 6. Or perhaps the 7th? Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have a fever and my old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medicine. Suppose I am more fortunate than Creasy. The pain keeps her awake all night. Oh, I think that's Cressy, the lead woman. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It's so damp here. I've given her my blanket. Or maybe Creasy is a different person in captivity. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who is losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop safe, I them important. Please, farewell, apologize, life, perform, future, regret, Cilia. This page is an absolute mess. The writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out. From this page onwards, the diary stops to be replaced with lyrics from musicals, some in the form of newspaper clippings. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human.
Of course.
I can't bear to think how painful.
And that's why her actions were so great. It's because she was only human.
Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
It's going to be from part of one of her shows. Flipping through the old notebook, the lyrics continue how one page have been torn up, folded out, and placed next to the last page. At the bottom of the folded page are two new lines Aurelia has written in handwriting much more legible than before, but it seems like they took both great effort and great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well.
Yep.
She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love. And she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
Sounds like Cleo is kind of on the money with his ending. At least in my opinion. I'm sure they'll figure out something different. Yeah, I'm planning to. Why, is there a lot left? Usually the story quests only take a couple hours, from what I remember. Yikes. Emotional.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now.
Yeah.
I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance. To make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems
Right,
like
we can
we've
move
reached a
forward. Let's go.
consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
This type of emotion brings out the best in people.
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions love, hate, regret, and hope just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Interesting.
But that...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well,
interesting.
If you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right. I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Yeah, they're not going to be doing it here.
It's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
Oh, she can pull some
What
strings.
are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Go big or go home.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you?
Go to the opera. You got this.
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Neuvillette. I know just where to find it.
Of course Neuvillette's gonna say yes. Speaking of which, he's right here. Alright.
Hey, look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
You looking at the flowers?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you
God,
with
his
today?
voice is so buttery
I
smooth.
would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
I
It's a long
understand.
story.
The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult.
You kind of owe
The
us.
story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
She's like, I ain't gonna be on stage.
What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire.
Oh,
The
that's very
experiences and decisions of the protagonist
ambitious
Cleo
of you.
are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It
She's
would
like,
truly
I don't
be
know
a
about that.
shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear?
Supportive bestie,
I
yeah.
won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions.
There we go, setting boundaries. Good,
Nor do
good.
I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories.
She wants to be the
either
audience
on
for
or
once in
off
her
the stage.
gosh dang life.
This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely
There
hope
we
the
go.
show
There's
will serve
being
as the
supportive.
grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Here we go.
Nervalette.
You are very welcome.
Look at Nuvolette being an absolute bro. Oh, now we gotta assist with the rehearsal. Alright, before we do that, we'll let him practice a little bit longer. Let's go make some more pulls. Here we go, on the road to 70. We are hitting soft pity. Let's do it. Nope. Four-star. Come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. I'll take that. 65. 66. 67. Nope. We are past the average now. 68. 69. Not nice. And this is 70. Nada. Nada. Alright. Now we're getting to the part where it's gonna get a little weird if I lose my 50-50. Last time my record was 155 total pity. We'll see if I meet or exceed that record or not. That's a stretch of just truly terrible luck. Might as well just keep going. Whoa, I bounced off of that bridge.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity. But we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching
Let's do it.
story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
Let's do it.
This is truly wonderful.
Let the work begin.
The sooner we
I
can
believe in
finalize the
76
ending,
pity.
the more time
All
we'll
right,
have to
all right.
rehearse.
My favorite number is 73, so maybe we'll get
Molly and
her
I
at
just went over
73.
some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience.
Oh, that's
now.
when you got your 5-star?
Wow,
Alright.
you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Thanks, Paimon.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing. Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen.
Nah, shut up, Paimon.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Oh, look at that little picture. It's cute. Oh, those are cute little scenes. Cute, some
Cursed
artwork.
Cleo.
Oh,
She
here we
stole
go.
The waters of life from us.
Is this the
She's a
performance?
fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Your favorite part is coming.
Leave
Ooh,
this
I'm excited.
place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back.
I like how this is all in engine. She's gonna get sick.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now.
Oh no.
Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry.
It's in the middle of the
I
show.
let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time.
Here
How
we
could a
go.
show
She
on
has an
without a
understudy.
star performer?
Miss Farina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous.
She's like, after all the boundaries I've put in place, just keeps dragging me back.
Thank you, Miss Farina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question.
That's right. She has to
After
give
all,
Aurelie's
the show
name
is
herself.
dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's
Oh,
her pure
question.
heart, despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure. She never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director Aurelie
There we go.
in your hands.
The feels. She gets to play her part one last time. Part of me hopes this would be a pre-rendered cutscene, but it should be a banger nonetheless. Oh, it will be. Let's go!
Is she here yet?
Must it get here?
She's not coming.
You're wrong. She's here.
Not usually this many people in the play, right?
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle nourrit, ainsi que toi mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My
wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je serai toujours là, à voir le monde et s'inventer. Et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
There's the vision. Bravo, bravo. Who are those people? Look at the Traveler also on stage. What did he do?
Who was that Lady Farina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere?
Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
They're like, oh, that's not her.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe she...
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Oh,
Hey,
they did use a name.
That's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina after all.
Uh-oh.
She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
Are we gonna get another cutscene?
All
Two
right,
cutscenes?
calm
Oh,
down.
okay,
Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a
Where are
case-by-case
they?
basis. I
Are,
wasn't
aren't
ready
they? Are they in her old Palais Mermonia room?
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that can happen, Paimon? Well, in her brain, like, everyone could come after her for, you know, that whole crisis that happened.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
The crazy thing, like, she got a vision?
Flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly...
Oh, there's a prop vision. Yo. Waterboy skin link? Oh, boy.
That.
Here, DM it to me, Fuzzy.
I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Nouvelette doing his thing, being like, little blip. We'll put a vision in there.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Please don't have a rat tell us my only request, please.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how
All
the
this,
end of
all the
show
skins
went.
have been good so far, but I could see Waterboy's skin not being great.
If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
All right, before we conclude this, Okay, this... If we get to 80... Now, y'all, if we get to 80, that's going to be pretty wild. Maybe Navia will come to the show. I hope she was in the audience watching. $71. 72. Come on, 73. Nope. 74. 74 is the 4-star. It's a flute. It's a flute. 75. No. 76. Nope. I beat you, Fuzzy. 77. Lucky 77. No, it's not that either. 78. There it is. Come on. No. No. Another Diluc. I think that's my... I think that's my 4th Diluc. I think that's C4. Yeah, that's C4. That's C4. I would have rather gotten Dia 100%. I want C2 Dia. Well, we'll finish off these last two. Oh, this is 1. Hold on. And this is 2. I need to... Should we set this? So what was it? 78? I gotta write that down. I want to see if we get over 155. 78. Okay. We'll see if we can get the low pity. Now that we know we have to go through pity all over again, we'll just go to 10. This is 3. Okay. He's C5 right now. Brutal. 4-star. Okay, let's get some Candace cons, please. Please, please, please. There we go. Thank you, thank you. At the very least, I can get closer to C6 Candace. If that's what has to happen. No. Another 4-star. Candy's nuts. Well, that's C6 Rosaria. So, Rosaria, fully conned. Went from C1 to C6. Did I do Sucrose's already? Yeah. And then we got Candace. This is C4. Alright. Back to pity 10. Oh boy, I need early pity now. Second time in a row I've lost a 50-50. I thought it's supposed to be 50-50, you know? I thought. It's a bummer they didn't get to see the end of the performance.
She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd
Only
say
one
she
like
still
4
needs a
50-50s.
few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
I'd say it was.
No, it was fantastic. Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Farina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing.
Did they know that it's not a fake?
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
Oh, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition.
Indeed.
Even
Very
though
true.
you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, One way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life.
I've had
just
bad luck
happy to
right
know
now.
that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
They should just get together.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now kiss.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
So, any plans for the next step? After
They're gonna get married.
brilliant
That's
performance
the
you
next
put
thing.
on. The reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to.
That's true. It's tough to follow that performance,
You
though.
could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troops out there.
That's
That
true.
would do
They could
wonders for
license
your
it out.
financial
It's their IP.
situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off!
They all need to do a little
I
bit
still
of
want
healing.
to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Farina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever
that's
I go,
true.
until I finally acquiesce.
It's gonna be hard to find one that brings us that much passion,
thanks
though.
at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I'd previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
Yeah, just do whatever feels right.
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the
But
truth.
now you can do it for fun.
But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated Director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Yeah, you can join us. In fact, you're already in the party.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
There we go. Act 1 complete. I hope we get an Act 2. Doesn't every Archon have, like, 2 story quests? So we should get a second one with the next world boss, I imagine. By the way, I saw what you sent me, Fuzzy. Yeah, that doesn't look super promising. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't look any better than his current one. So, unless it's another Venti situation, yeah, could be. All right, back to wishing. Oh, we need to go to a more suited location. We'll go back to Poisson. Just don't want a rat tail. I mean, Sincho is ugly to begin with, so not much. Like, even if it is ugly, it's not necessarily a downgrade from his original look, so it's whatever. All right, we're back up on the ship. Can we go in here? No, we can't. Let's get to wishing. I'm down to almost. I'm gonna be under 10,000. Gotta make these last 10,000 count. Here we go. And then I go into my like reserves. Yeah, because I use him all the time and he's ugly and I hate it. You're not wrong. Navia. Come on, T-Swizzle. No, no. Nope. Now it's just gonna be burning through them as quick as possible. Since I, again, ran out of things to do before... Okay, there's the 4-star finally. And it is... a Favonius bow. Do I have C5 Fav bow? I might have like C4... No, I do have C5. Dang it. Oh, man. It wasn't even a good one. Wasn't even a good one. I also have C5 flute. It's the sacrificial bow that I don't have. 10 pulls. No. I'm not wasting any more wishes than I have to. I still got to keep saving. Nope. God. I know it's not likely I'm gonna get the 5-star until a lot later anyway. So we'll just keep going. And another 4-star. Am I pulling for Cloud Retainer? No. I have no desire for the plunging attack sort of play style. She doesn't boost any characters that I normally use. No. Kazuha and Lynette are good enough Animo units for me. Though her drip is... I might do a yell on and pull her like when she reruns, potentially. We'll see. I know, same. My thoughts exactly. I'm like, damn, she does something to me though. Like she looks real good. She looks real good. But Navia is like looks good and just looks really fun. Oh yeah, it's those Bayo vibes. Yep. Yep. I also definitely don't need another Catalyst user. But I will try to, because I want to try to pull for gaming. But I know that he's probably not going to be on the same wave as... Rain Slasher? Really? Really? Was that 2 weapons in a row? That shouldn't happen. This should be a 4-star, right? No. Okay, what? That's weird. No, but I thought I got the bow last? Hold up. Oh, the history's not going to show my latest ones anyway. I'll have to look back later. Yeah. I know... Oh, did I get a character? Did I get another... I did get another Candace. Oh. 2 weapons in a row is a guaranteed character. Okay. Hey! C5! We're getting close! We're 1 away from C6 after all that. Oh my goodness gracious. Now we just kind of want to get to the C6 so we don't have to worry about it. Nope. Come on, give me some good luck with the Candace, please. No, I don't want to go over. I know how this game works. I know what this game does. Okay, there's the 4-star. Candace! No! No, I got a refund instead. And plus, I have my counter, and I don't want to press that button 10 times. We're in the 50s. It's gonna take all my primos. Wow. No. Come on, give me a little bit of luck. There we go. 4-star. Please. No. Eye perception. Bro's reaching to my level of broke. This is why I save. This is why I save, because I know shit like this happens. No. Now the thing is, am I gonna have enough? Am I gonna have enough? This is my last, like, true 10 I can buy with just primos. I'm down to 933. All right, here we go. Nope. I'm reaching bad luck time. Oh my goodness gracious. Just nothing. Give me something. Good. Yes. Okay, C6 Candace. We've reached it. Now, this next one's going to be Navia. She's just waiting. She's just waiting for C6 Candace. Nope, just kidding. No. Maybe it's going to be 69. Come on. For the memes. For the memes. Nope, not for the memes. Okay. 70. Has it passed Farina polls? It has not. We're up to 148. This is 148. 155 is what we need to get to for Farina. Farina, we need to get to 155. I don't know why I went this way through my characters. That was dumb of me. Maxed out. The overflow has been achieved. Dumping the rest of them. We got 5 here. And we got to dig into the reserves. Oh, boy. This should be it. C6 twinsies. Yay! Nope. 71. 72. We need to get to... Hold on. Minus. We need to get to 83, right? Yeah. We need to get to 83 in order for it to pass Farina Pulse. It's getting more and more likely we're past Soft Pity. Sucrose? No. The bell. Okay. Cool. Yo, there we go. 77! Boom! We got her. We got her, y'all. 77 plus 78 is 100. Oh, no, wait. That is 155. I got it at exactly 155. Wow, I'm a math teacher and I did my math wrong? Oh, I did. Huh. Funny. It was exactly 155 for Farina again. I was gonna say. Christ alive. No, that's what I get for doing like subtraction on paper, is that I do it wrong. Been using a calculator too much. Oh man. Well, I was gonna try and pull for the verdict, but I don't think I will. Don't think I will. What's my history for this? Do I have anything on it? No. You know what? For the lulz, just to celebrate. I'll do a 10 pull. I'll do a 10 pull on this. We'll see what we get. If the game wants me to have it, I have the path for verdict. I'll do 110 pull. We shall see. Let's go. No verdict. The verdict is guilty. Come on, please be Akanamaru or whatever it's called. I'm hoping for that that great sword. Barbara? Really? I didn't even get an actual weapon? I didn't get a weapon? That's kind of lame. I don't want to end on that. I want to at least get a weapon. Weapon banner. This is how you get me. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing to me. Where is Barbara? Oh, I already have C6 Barbara. God damn. Why? Oh, it's because Navia's here. That's right. Okay. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. I know I'm going to pull in the weapon banner at some point again. We'll just build that pity. But I do want to get... I want to try for one of these weapons. There's two that I don't have. There's the flute, which would be bad. I have only C2 Favonius Codex. So getting that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. So we'll see. We'll see if my luck is any good at all. Okay. No 5-star. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Akomaru. And a Shinyan. For good measure, because why the hell not? Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. Christ alive. Getting another new great sword. For every point of the entire price, maximum energy capacity. Dynamic burst damage will increase by maximum 40%. Okay. Cool. Nice little stat stick. Is this sacrificial greatsword? Oh, I already have C5 of that. Oh. Or R5. I can upgrade Bell. Hold on, is this the right one? Yeah. There we go. C4. And what else? Lion's Roar. Oh, the flute is already C5. Those can be combined later, whatever. Rain Slasher. Now I have a C5 and a C3. Or I said C. R5 and R3. Alright. Well. I guess that is it. We'll take a look at... Well, we gotta get Navia out here, though. We gotta get Navia out here. I'll overwrite this. Yeah, overwrite. Well, no. We'll do this one. Where is she?
Count me in.
Of course, I forgot to deploy. Broke era. I know, for real. Entering my broke era. Gosh, she's so cool.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Watch out!
God, the glasses are cool. Wait, put on your glasses, girl.
Feeling lucky?
Oh, yeah, it's charge attack. Her glasses just appear on her face when she does her charge attack. Yeah. Have I done a trial run? I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got like 130k. Just absolutely insane damage. Unga boonga damage. Feels good. All right. Let's pump her up a little bit. Wait. Oh, okay. This is different, of course, now. Ascend. I keep pressing return, and I don't need to press return. There we go. Ascend again. We'll just keep going until they decide I don't have enough materials. 50. I actually pre-farmed for her, fortunately. So I should be able to get her up pretty far. Ascend again. I'll do like maybe I'll do that. And 70. Ooh, I have just enough to get her to 80. And then I need to farm some more materials. Oh no, I don't have enough. Oh, I can make some geo. I have everything for her but the boss mats. That's what I got first, actually. I have all the boss mats. I just need like literally everything else. I'm gonna need 6 of these as well. Need what, 2? we go. $79. I'm still going to give her my not good enough Linny pieces, but they're still pretty good in Wolf Gravesword. I don't know what weapon I'm going to give her. Oh, I don't have enough mats. Oh, interesting. Okay, I got to farm some of those. I need 5. Okay. Might as well get these out of the way. So that means I need 15. Yeah. Okay, got all that. I need 19 of those. I don't even know if I have enough, to be honest, of these. I've been farming them a little bit. Need to keep some of these in reserve, so we'll go like 42. Only got 1 bonus. That's such BS. How many did I need? 19. We'll do 17 and see if we get there. Yeah, we got there. Perfect. Oh, nope, we need 2 more. I've needed so many of these xenochromatic junk. It's dumb. Okay, well, I think that's all we can do with Navia for now. I need to start farming for her artifact set. Because I can grab these. That's right. I need to start farming for her artifact set, so I can start putting some pieces on her. Because right now, I don't have a jack crap to give her, unfortunately. But I'll have to work through that a little bit later. But thank you guys so much for watching. Another 155 wish adventure to get a Fontaine 5-star. Maybe we'll have good luck in the future. If you want to see that, go ahead and you can join the Eastland family. You can join Discord. Go ahead and check out my stream or my VODs over on YouTube. You can see me pull for Farina and
really want to go
fail spectacularly until, well, I guess it's not failed.
Have my friends with me.
I know the Martian set is better with Farina, but I'm not sure I'm always going to pair with Farina. So I can check to see if I have the Martian whatever set, if I have pieces left over from that, but I don't know if I do. Okay, what else? Oh, I'm going to be playing some Tears of the Kingdom and Pikmin 4, trying to get those done by the end of the year. So if you want to watch the finale of those playthroughs, make sure you follow and subscribe if you can here on Twitch. You can also, again, check out those playlists over on YouTube if you want to get caught up. And of course, join the Discord. The next stream will probably not be until this weekend, I think. What's today? Wednesday? It's not tomorrow. Oh, this weekend's going to be tough, actually. Might not be till after Christmas, to be honest. Might have to be like the 26th or something. I'll try to stream most of those days, I think. I'll try to get through quite a few. And definitely doing a stream of Tears of the Kingdom and Pikmin 4 coming up next. Yeah, I'll be Pikmin, I think, first. And then I'll do a Tears of the Kingdom stream. And as always, I love you all very much. Please make sure to stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, stay positive. And I'll catch you guys in like a week or so, probably, for some Pikmin 4. Bye-bye.